Kahalayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders in Great Millstone who rule well, teach well with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. The brothers who labor in this truth, and you brothers and you very few sisters believe in this truth wholeheartedly, sincerely. The hopeful elect, Shalom. Alright, I'm out here. It's gonna be a brief one. I just ran across this article. It's a beautiful thing, man. We're in beautiful times that we're living in right now, man. The prophecies are coming to pass. Things are coming into fruition, gradually. But eventually, man, this thing's gonna all come together, and all hell's gonna break loose, man. You're gonna see the gas prices going up, so the food prices rising, the cost of goods, not just food, but remember the cost of goods, the cost of just regular things. It's been they've been said there's gonna be blackouts. They predicted blackouts, and when they predict something, man, you gotta pay attention, man, because most of the time they're in control of these things, man, and via Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But see, when they talk about blackouts, it's because they want to put a squeeze on the people. They want to right now. Even with I was listening to, I forgot what I was listening to, and they was talking about with all the oil and gas refinery in America, all the that they because America produces oil, gas. So why they're not producing more is and having prices of gas go up is because ultimately they want to squeeze the working class, the poor class, the working man out of their position, man. And then there's gonna be a great uproar of the people, which the scriptures discuss, man. So all these things we're seeing coming to pass through the prosperity of our Shemar, the scriptures is the scriptures is prepared us for these things, man. And now we're living a time where these things are coming in clusters, man. They're not coming because you hear it in the past that people say, "Oh, this happened before, this happened before." But see, now these things are coming in clusters, man. You're seeing uproars of the people. You're seeing rumors of war. You're seeing things is brewing up all over the place. You got the pestilence. You got Matthew 24 all over, coming off the pages, the prophecies jumping off the pages. You're gonna soon see Second Ezra 15 and 16 jumping off the pages, because it's gonna be sedition amongst men. It's gonna be the uproar of the people. All right, so you know what? Let's go there real quick. Let's just go get out of those real quick. I think we could have kept those last two. Let's go here real quick. Back cancel. Let's go here real quick. Second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. See, because these scriptures was written aforetime before our learning and understanding, and these things that we're seeing, the prophets of old and was prophesizing against their kingdoms, but also these scriptures that we have is an instruction guide, and is giving us instructions and future prophecies, man. All right. Then shall thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right. So you seeing all these things coming to pass, like pestilence, right? Therefore, right here we go. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things. All right, so there you go. Earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. You're seeing it in Sri Lanka, um, and all over the world. You're starting to see people starting to, even here in America. You go into those, like I was on BitChute earlier, and you seeing a lot of people having a disagreement on how the U.S. is being ran by the politicians and the people that's in charge. All right. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee. See, that's what we have these scriptures, man. It's a living document. The things that was written in the past, we're seeing it now in this day. See, but see, the Lord said there's gonna be a time that we never seen since there was a nation. So now you're gonna start seeing these things come all at once. And the Lord said, the Lord, the Lord gave us tokens, and he gave us the secrets, so we were able to know what's going on. That's why I said I do nothing but give the secrets to my servants, the prophets. You know, roughly paraphrasing. And then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right. So, yeah, that's, so we can go more into that, but that's basically the point I wanted to get into, and we go from there. Then second Ezra, and you see, matter of fact, just we brought up that article, but we will go to let's go back to that article and let's see what it's saying. Um, Taiwan claims major Chinese oil plane excursion. The island republic, which China considers part of its territory, has said it was the largest such movement since January. So, see, China, they consider Taiwan a part of their territory, man. And look, I'm just gonna go down. Taiwan, which China considers to be part of its territory, has registered an uptick in the number of excursions conducted by Beijing's Air Force and Navy over the past 2 years. Taipei describes such actions as nothing short of gray zone warfare, apparently aimed to both wear out the island's military as well as test its defense. Just last week, China announced that its military had carried out drills in the vicinity of Taiwan, describing them as a solemn warning to the Taipei against its collusion with the U.S. The statement came shortly after U.S. President Joe Biden. All right, so Salakia. Um, I said, anyway, I just want to get to that point. Just vicinity of Taiwan, describing them as a solemn warning of Taipei against its collusion with the U.S. See, the statement came shortly after U.S. President Joe Biden apparently suggested in Tokyo last week that Washington would send in military to defend the self-governed island should China attack it, and what would have been a major break from America's long-standing policy of a strategic ambiguity. However, top U.S. officials, including Biden himself and Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, later qualified the controversial remark, insisting that Washington had not departed from its previous position, which, among other things, includes respecting the so-called One China principle. All right, so see, she she, China's not too excited about that, man. Bottom line, they're not too excited because they consider. Let's read to the top. You know, Taiwan claims major the island republic, which China considers part of its territory, has said it was the largest such movement since January. So, China considers Taiwan as part of its territory. So when you now have U.S. claiming that they're gonna back up Taiwan if China if China goes and invade Taiwan, then that's a major problem because China's looking at it like, man, you getting in that's my territory. That's their territory, and that's what they consider it as their territory. Which right now they like. Let's just go to that point right there. Taiwan is a self-governing territory which has been de facto ruled by its own government since 1949. When the losing side in the Chinese Civil War fled to the island and set up its own administration there, Beijing considered the Taiwanese authorities to be separatists and insisting that the island is an alienable part of China. All right. In recent years, top China officials, including President Xi Jinping, have openly said that Beijing would not rule out the use of force to ensure the reunification of Taiwan with the mainland. So China is saying, man, they're not ruling out the use of force when it comes to invading Taiwan if they have to, man, because see, there's valuable assets in Taiwan, and that's those microchips, man, and US know it as well. So that's why you're seeing these things brewing up, and we're just hoping these things just come to pass, man, because once China go in there, you see what's going on in Russia, Ukraine, that's brewing up the Third World War, right? And we know other prophecy got to come to pass, but see, even that stage is being set. You seen them squeezing the American people. They're going away slowly but surely, gradually, but sooner than later. The American dollar and the currency that we use now to go into that digital currency, you're seeing it being done right before your eyes, man. And if you don't have the eyesight to see, you're gonna be blind, man. The eyesight to see, you're gonna fall right into those traps that they're setting up, and you're gonna go and get the MOTB, the Karagma. All right. So we seen all these things coming to pass, man, and that's why it says measure the time diligently. And when you know what time it is, you're not see we're the children of light, right? And we're not in the dark. We're in this light, man. So we know what time we're in right now. All right. But I gotta go back making these shekels, man. I just want to touch on that after I was reading that article. I hit the spirit and touch on that briefly. Pray that this was edifying to the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Stay sober and stay vigilant. All right. Shalom to the whole.